So GloBIAS is in principle a spin-off GloBIAS. And GloBIAS was a very successful community building effort the years from 2015 to 2020 for BioImage Analysts in Europe. This is where the name GloBIAS came from.
And we wanted to have a sort of a continuation for funding because GloBIAS's funding ended, and it had a huge impact on the bioimage analysis society. So we wanted to have it continue in a bigger scale, and that's how it was born initially.
First of all, the community of bioimage analysis is something that is, with any kind of expertise, I think it's very important because you know all the terms, values, and you share all those things.
GloBIAS was basically establishing bioimage analysis as a thing, as a discipline, and we cannot just continue and do the same thing. We have to also reinvent partially our mission. Thanks to GloBIAS, we also have many national initiatives having similar goals, want to basically increase exchange and improve quality output of scientific image analysis. And we as a global association have to think about what can we contribute, what the others cannot contribute.
I think GloBIAS has a huge impact on bioimage analysis society in a way that it would bring together bioimage analysts and provide a space for them to kind of get to know each other, network, exchange knowledge.
Because I think image data in biology has been, since the beginning of biology, I think it's very important.
Synchronizing efforts between countries, bringing people together from different parts of the planet, and really forming a global community. I think this is the best thing we can do.
Advance in bioimaging is crucial in advancing life sciences. And among this, within this bioimaging, there are like a microscopy, but there are also data analysis part with image data, and then advancement, of course, would lead the whole bioimaging community to be more active.
For exchanging experiences and sharing knowledge and so on. That's about the people, but I also think that GloBIAS would be a great place for having resources in the same spot, like educational resources, bioimage analysis resources, and so on.
In any kind of research, I think it's important to set some standards. For example, definition of terms, or how do we approach certain problems. So these kind of how we do it needs to be implicitly and also explicitly the standards should be set.
So in that sense, because bioimage analysis is something you can do remotely, you don't have to be in the physical space like when you do microscopy, you could benefit having this global exchange of experience in a way and collaboration so that you don't have to reinvent the wheels.
Just think about somebody in Taiwan comes up with a new image analysis algorithm, which is obviously beneficial for a part of the community. If GloBIAS can help that this knowledge is spread over the entire planet and arrives on other continents earlier, I think then we have succeeded.
And the second thing is that there are regional differences in level of standard knowledge and then also experiences. And then by equalizing this, we can find more talents.
And you can kind of see how things are done in other places and then import them into your local community. And also people who need image analysis, they could go to people that are outside their local community for help, and that would kind of create this kind of a cross-border knowledge exchange, which is great.
Many of us work as individuals or as very small groups in places where there's not so many other data analysts or image analysts around, and bringing them together and letting them work together is our core mission and was also a core mission of GloBIAS. At the end, we want to share efforts like we want to share the success. So it's like we do not have to reinvent the wheel in multiple places in parallel, but if we synchronize what they do and what we do, they collect data and we train a model, and then somebody else writes a new user interface for that, we can share efforts and be successful on a larger scale.
From the experience with this networking for 10 years, it does make a lot of difference so that we can create new values, and then as a group, this presence of a group of real people makes some kind of presence within the biological science or in the scientific field, and then this is very good.
In addition, I think I'm very passionate about the training and education, so I think people who have great experiences with training bioimage analysis could also help bring knowledge to certain local areas in the world so that it can be disseminated and more people can learn how to do this.
It's a challenging mission. So bringing people together from different time zones is already a challenge. We discussed that these days. Just to make decisions as a global network, you cannot just ask everybody to come by and then in one place.
And it would be really amazing to see a society, an association being created from this grant, which is kind of sustainable, that could bring together bioimage analysts and provide training, provide knowledge, provide resources.
We can present the importance of our activity and make the future by having GloBIAS, so that how the future will be is not what we trying to envision. It's rather that by having the community we created.
The community of bioimage analysts is amazing, so I really hope that it would grow and it would stay as positive as it is now.